Today I would like to share a very beautiful story that I just came across a few weeks before. I came across with Swami Ishtatanand from Ramakrishna Mission, and I heard this beautiful story from him. And the moment I heard this story from him, I always felt as if I really want to share this with all of you. And so the story here goes like this. There used to be two beautiful small birds, and they used to live on the seaside, the shore, the sea beach area. One day, the sea, which is enormous, which is giant, which is huge, and we all know, the way how the waves comes and goes continuously in the sea. So in that way, one day what happened, two of the eggs of those two small birds, it got washed away by the wave. So when this happened, the two birds got into too much pain, and so immediately both the bird, they went to the sea, and they stood beside the sea, and they started pleading to the sea, oh sea, please give us back our eggs, because they are the one from which we were going to have our offspring. So please, we are requesting you with folded arms, folded hands, and however the birds would say, they were requesting like anything. They were pleading to the sea to return back their eggs. Now sea, which is humongous, which is huge, it just thought of cracking a little joke. So it said to the two birds, no, I'm not going to give you back your eggs. Now because the eggs got washed away with the waves, so now the eggs are mine. I'm not going to return this to you. So when, in spite of continuous pleading, requesting, begging, it was not given, rather the sea said that I'm not going to give this back to you, the two birds felt too much pain. They were filled with so much pain. And at this, the male bird, he got very angry. Now, out of that anger, he said to the bird that no matter what, now I'm going to be here. I'm not going to leave this place, and I'm going to drink all your water, and I'll ensure that you got dried up. So he said this in a rage. Now imagine that bird is this small little bird, and the sea is huge, it's big. But the thing is, because it already said that, so it stood there. It itself also didn't know that how is it going to happen, what he said, that I'm going to dry up the sea, which is basically impossible. But he kept on being there with whatever he said. And now it is like a few weeks that passed on. He was there beside the sea with his promise, with his commitment that he did. Now, seeing them like this, the other birds from the community, they all also came over there. And seeing that, they started asking the two birds, what are you doing beside the sea? Why you are there for such a long time? What is the matter? So at this, these two little birds told the whole story, whatever happened, to the other birds. So listening to this, the other birds also got very enraged, angry. They said, how sea can do like this? You are so small birds with two little eggs, and you are requesting and pleading, yet the sea is not returning it to you. Okay, fine. We are also going to be here, and we are going to support you in this endeavor. No matter what, we are going to dry up the sea. Now, all the rest of the birds from the community, they were also standing beside the sea beach and the shore with the commitment to themselves that they are going to dry up the sea. But imagine, again, sea is huge. How is it possible? So this kept on going and going. Now, the story on the other side is, the king of the birds is Garud. If you do a research in the mythology, you will find Garud is the king of the birds. And Garud is also the Vahan of Lord Vishnu. So wherever Lord Vishnu goes, it is Garuda who takes him there. So one day, Lord Vishnu was supposed to go somewhere, wherever. So he called for Garuda. Now, when the messengers of Vishnu went to Garuda asking him to come, Lord Vishnu is needing to go somewhere and he needs you. So Garuda that time told the messenger that go and tell Lord that I cannot come now. So the messenger goes back to Vishnu and said, Garuda said that he can't come. So Vishnu got very surprised and shocked. How can this happen? Because Garuda in the centuries had never refused Vishnu like this. This was the first time when he refused him. So Vishnu was very perplexed and he wanted to know what is the matter. So now Vishnu himself goes to Garuda and he asks, Garuda, what happened? You refused coming and I got shocked. What is the matter? So now Garuda said that, well, Lord Vishnu, I am the king of the birds and my subjects, the small birds, they are going through so much immense pain. And I, being their king, I could not have been able to take care of them. And see these small two little birds, they just wanted to have their eggs back and this ocean is refusing that like anything. So now I vowed to my whole bird community that no matter what, I am also going to stay there beside the sea and I am going to dry up the sea no matter what. And that is why I refuse to come for your service. Because being the king, my first responsibility and duty is towards my subjects. I failed miserably. Now I also stand by them in their vow, in their pledge to dry up the sea. And so Garuda was also there beside the sea, refusing Vishnu to be in his service. So now Vishnu realized what is the thing. Now see, though it was, sailing the way how it is always. All the birds, including the king Garuda, all were there for months and beside the sea with the vow to dry up the sea. But how? They do not have that strength to dry up. We all know how big is the ocean. So now Lord Vishnu comes beside the sea. And when he sees the whole thing, he now go just in front of the sea. And he says, he raises his finger like this. Because he is all powerful. He just raises his finger and he says, if you do not return the eggs right now, then I am going to dry up. Just raising a finger. Now the sea understood, it went out of its hand. Because now it is the Vishnu who is standing in front and saying this verse, if you do not return the egg, I am going to dry you up. And no matter what, Vishnu is going to do that because he is the all-powerful. So now, out of being scared, the sea returns the two eggs to the small birds. And in this way, we see how the two small birds, standing in their commitment, they get what they wanted. And the sea did what the birds wanted to. So coming short with the moral of the story is, as Swamiji told me on that day, it's called Purushakar. Means heroism. Purushakar, so many times people think it is something with man, but it is not with anything sexually man or woman. Purushakar or heroism is that where we stand ground in what we believe in, what is righteous and what is just. No matter what. Even we may be the smallest of the birds, but if we are right, if we are just, then we have to stand our ground. And when we do that, the whole universe conspires to give it to us. As in this story, we find that the birds stood their ground with their own commitment towards themselves, the vows that they did. They didn't care about how much powerful or how significant or insignificant they were. They just knew we have to get this because the egg is ours. So they were right in their just fight. And God comes helping them. So yes, this I felt the day Swamiji told me this story. I just felt it is so apt with all of us, our current generation and the generation to come. Because now, many a times we see there is a certain obsession of getting the things in a quick way. Or where we lose, in a certain way. And we feel so many times we are inferior. Many a times it happens. We do face a lot of injustice. But still we cannot stand in front of it face to face. So that day Swamiji also told me, and I myself realized that how much important in today's world to have that Purushakar or the heroism. So yes, with this little beautiful story, today let me wrap it up and offering all of you, my dear friends, loads and loads of love. Thank you.